Saw there. She would have needed 139.39, which would have been another personal best, but 106.04 for Chartrand. She will sit in fifth, and here comes the leader after the short program, 16-year-old Elena Radionova. This is her second Grand Prix event. We mentioned at the Cup of China, her coach fell sick the day before they had to leave, was hospitalized. Radionova was quite rattled by that, and she was actually sitting in sixth after the short program, but was able to storm back in that one, finishing with bronze.
The determination on that face. Triple Lutz, triple toe. Now she's a stormer, all right, Andy.
Not even the Titanic can sing, Carol.
No.
Lutz.
She skates with a real enjoyment of what she's doing. It's a very, always I feel with her, it's a very authentic performance. You're really being taken along with her on a journey that she's enjoying.
There's no question about the level of involvement into her performance. I just wish that she could tone it down a little bit with the arm movement, just the arms. Like, let me enjoy a nice skating line for a couple of seconds.
As you say, sometimes less is more. Good save out of that triple loop. That could have been nasty. This is where she loses me, actually, when the vocals come in. Not that I don't love Celine Dion, because I do with all of my heart. But for me, this program didn't need vocals. It was standing quite nicely on its own.
Most programs don't need vocals.
No, I agree.
Your skating is your vocal. Vocals and figure skating is like social media. It's not made for everyone.
No, that's very true.
Well, the crowd loved the skate of Elena Radionova, 16 years old, of Russia. She is pleased with that. She won back-to-back World Junior titles, the first female skater to win 2 World Junior titles. And she is the reigning national Russian champion. Can she hold on for gold here at the Cup of Russia? Can all the Russians stand on the podium here? We will find out when we return on Road to the Olympic Games. We will have her marks and see her in the kiss and cry that she's already doing on the ice. We're at the Grand Prix of Russia right now. The young Radionova seems very pleased with that performance.
Oh, no doubt in my mind that Elena would have survived the Titanic, no problem. I love you, Jack. Now get off my raft. Look at that. Beautiful triple lutz. Beautiful. David finds her a little overwrought, don't you, David, for his taste?
Over what?
Overwrought. Just a little OTT in the presentation.
Oh, yeah, it's too busy. It's too busy. You know, this is a sport. We're lucky, you know, we get to present ourselves. I enjoy a nice body posture in skating, you know, the classic ways. And I've never get to see that with her. And, you know, it's not to cut her down. Obviously, she's a great skater. I just know she can be better than what we see. You know, if she grows up to be a little bit more calm in her skating, I think it's just going to be beneficial for her.
I love the fire and energy she brings, though. She's always, like I say, she always hooks me in, even though that's not my favorite program of hers. The face is just wonderful.
And those are some pretty high marks right there. Now, Medvedeva did post the highest in the free skate. Radionova is behind her by 0.20, but her overall marks give her top spot, and that is the highest total score so far in the Grand Prix circuit.
This is where I know I don't know everything.
Well, it's Russians in Russia. Take that into account,
It's
too.
impossible to me that our component score are actually higher than Medvedeva.
Yeah,
that tells me you guys have been listening to me, and I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm sorry.
Well,
My
it's
apologies.
a Russian sweep here, and it actually happened only one other time on the Grand Prix circuit. That was back in 1997, also the Cup of Russia. So 1, 2, and 3 go to the Russian ladies. Rika Hongo, who won this last year, is off the podium. So here are the lady standings for the Grand Prix final. Medvedeva right there, looking good. Gracie Gold and Radionova rounding out the top 3. We'll continue to keep our eye on that because, as we've been saying, and as you know, unofficial still when it comes to the Grand Prix of France. But one more Grand Prix event to go. That will be in Japan. We'll see the Canadians, Duhamel and Radford. We'll see Mao Asada, who's coming off a gold. And then we'll also see Yuzuru Hanyu take to the ice. That will be NHK Trophy in Japan. Also next week, bobsleigh and skeleton. That is the World Cup circuit for them. Will begin in Germany. And then men's downhill. We'll also have Super G from Lake Louise, Alberta, and alpine skiing at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Canadian Eric Gay, who missed last season for the very first time in his career because of injury, making his return to the mountains. And before we go, we have to say a big happy birthday to our Mr. David Peltier, who shares a birthday with Lumila Protopopova.